The importance of trust. Alright, so today I am going to talk about what is the importance of trust. I am going to show you what does trust mean and what does it mean to me. So I'm going to show you guys what does trust mean and what are the importance of trust. And I also asked a bunch of my friends what trust means, and here is their response. The first person says, I believe that trust is earned throughout the memories and experiences that you have with someone because I believe trust is earned, not given. Second person says, it's kind of like entrusting something to a person. It's like everything to that person that they trust that person, especially when you tell someone something and it's a secret. Well, to me, trusting someone like, oh, you give someone a thing that is so dearly to you and they keep it safely can also apply to love, cause when loving someone is all about trust. Like, you just don't love a person without any trust at all because you never know what's gonna happen, or like you are not gonna give everything to a person unless that you love them so much that you trust them. Truth is all about risks that you take every once in a while. And the third person says, having trust in someone has a really big impact on both because trusting one another is an intimate understanding that you should cherish. The final person says, for me, personally, trust is when you have full confidence in a person that they will always be there for you no matter the scenario. This can be whether you are feeling happy or in need of a helping hand. I believe trust comes from a knowing person first as a friend, and as time passes and your friendship with that person develop and you get a knowing of their character and personality, that is when you can truly see whether or not this person can be trusted or not. Trust doesn't always have to come from knowing a person for a long time, as you can find yourself trusting a person you met 3 months ago while struggling to trust a person you met 5 years ago. However, it can be dangerous to place trust in people that you have not known for a long time, because as I mentioned earlier, you might not know their full personality and where their intentions lie, and it's very easy for people to hide their feelings and what they truly want to do with you. So, to conclude, I personally believe trust is like giving someone an administrator powers on your Discord server. It is a very dangerous permission to grant because of its power, but it can be used in many good ways, which can potentially lead to you having a close friendship group for life. Alright, that's their own meaning. I honestly agree with the first and last one. Trust is very dangerous. It's like you're risking your life to it. It's like you tell someone that is very, very deeply to you, it's so dearly, like it means so much to you. You tell to that person, having faith, hoping he wouldn't tell to anyone because you had faith to that person that he's not gonna tell. He kept that to himself and promising himself not to tell everyone because you know how much it's so dearly to you. That's basically what trust means. Okay, if you guys still don't understand, let's do it in a Minecraft way. For example, you're going to your friends and you come up to them and you gave your friend a valuable item, and you gave that item to that person and you told him that please keep it for me and don't give it to anyone else, and you promised that person that he will keep it for you and hid it in a very safe place. That's basically what it means. Trusting someone is very dangerous. It could lead to many disasters, you know. If you trust someone, you have to put your faith into it. You have to believe and give assurance that to make sure that he won't do anything that's gonna break your trust. Trust is earned and not given. That's the first person said earlier. Trust can be in so many ways that you have to fully develop to that person. Once a person breaks your trust, you will not trust them ever again. You will not tell your secrets to them. You will not to rely on them, because you always have to rely on that person that he will not do it. She will not do it. It's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna give this money to you. Please don't spend it and keep it safe for me because I'm gonna go out with my family and I'm gonna be gone for a while." That's basically what it means. So when you trust someone, you have to be sure that he won't do something stupid or he won't do something that is going to be very unforgivable. So when you trust someone, it's not all about you making sure he's your friend, he's been your friend for a very long time. No, trust is earned. You have to learn that person's personality. You have to learn that he has to be a trustworthy person to do something he that will be very special to you, if you get what I mean. So when you trust a person, you have to make sure that you know the person well enough. You do not just give a valuable information to the person. You do not just give your credit card information, your debit card information. You do not just give your account password, your YouTube password. No, 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 no. You have to know the person's personality. You have to know how he acts to different people. Because once you know what he truly is, it's either you're gonna trust him or either you're not gonna trust him. Because there are some people they have a very slippery mouth. They can easily tell what you say to him. That's what like makes break your trust. You don't tell the trust to that person, because he's gonna tell it with someone. That is like breaking a person's trust. Now, if you want to trust people, you have to always remember you have to know the person's personality. You have to know what the person's intentions are. You have to know how he acts to around people. Because sometimes when you want to trust someone, you have to be very, very careful, Remember, it's like putting your life on that person. Rely on that. Because you can never know what's gonna happen if that person breaks your trust. What if you gave your friends your YouTube password? You gave your friends your social media password, right? What if he leaks it? What if he gives it to other people and he decided to play with your account, decided to destroy your reputation, right? So you have to be very careful of who the people you trust, because you can never know what happens next. It's like in relationship, if you truly love someone, you have to trust that person first before you actually loving them. Not just because you don't trust them, you love them. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work, because you need to trust that person first before you actually love them. Because you always have to rely on that person. He's not gonna tell that he's not gonna do a stupid thing, or they're not gonna do that is very unforgettable. Remember, the first person said trust is earned, not given. So it's always have to go to your experiences with that people. You have to go to that friendship. You have to go to that experience. You have to learn his more and more of his character until you find out what he actually is. Because once you know that person is actually good enough, he's valuable, he's worthy to tell your most dearly promises, your secrets to them, that's where you're gonna find out, oh, this guy is actually very trustworthy. This woman, I can actually trust her. I'm gonna give them my account password. Now that's how you trust somebody. Alright, always remember the importance of trusting someone. You have to learn their true nature. What are the intentions of this character? You have to know how they act around people. You have to know how they act around themselves. Because once you know what's their true character are, once you know of what the true intentions of that character is, what we're gonna find out, is he worthy or not? Just always remember, you have to be careful who you trust on. You just don't like you trust someone you just met on the other day, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna give this guy my money, oh, I'm gonna give this guy my account password. That's why always be careful of what are you going to. You do not just trust a person just because they they did something good to you. No, 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 no. Trust is earned in a way of life, of their experiences, of how they do and how they act. And that's how you trust a person.